think I can't tell when something's going on with you?
Doesn't matter. It doesn't mean you have to know what it is or if there's anything at all, okay? I just want to get out of here.
I talked to Sam. I know what's going on, what has you so upset. Look, you helped me. Now it's my turn to help you. You and Sam.
Screw you, you sick bastard. No. I won't let you do this to me.
I need your help, and I can take care of Sam myself.
Not when you're flipping out like this. I mean, attacking the ex-mayor in front of a bunch of witnesses, that's not something you would normally do. Jason, you're acting more like me right now. Look, I know it has to do with Franco. Okay, him being back, bringing up everything that happened last time. Everything with Carter, and what he did to me in prison.
I should have protected you.
You got yourself sent to prison.
Yeah, it was too late, Michael.
Look, you're making it sound like you failed me.
I did fail you.
No, that's something you're putting on yourself, not me.
I let my guard down.
Everybody does.
I don't!
Jason, you were on your honeymoon, okay? You're doing what you told me not to do, letting your emotions take over.
I'm gonna be okay. You don't have to worry about me.
It's too late for that. Look, I understand what you're going through now more than I ever have before because now I have Abby in my life. I know what it's like to care about somebody that much. You want to protect the woman that you love. Make sure Franco can never touch her.
As long as you took control of your life, you made some smart choices.
I'm a coffee warehouse manager. It's not exactly Georgia Tech.
I mean, it's a good job. You know, but what's most important is that you stopped fighting everybody. You stopped fighting yourself, and you gave up the idea that you had to prove yourself by being in this business.
You didn't give me much choice about that.
What happened to you in Bentonville was hell. Not a lot of people can bounce back from that. It just shows how strong you are.
No, you taught me how to be strong in the first place.
But getting through something like that, you did that on your own, Michael.
No, I had Abby, too. She's what made the difference. That's why I had to get her out of town, away from danger. I just hope we can find this guy who's going after her friends at the club before she gets back.
You did the right thing. Kept a cool head. Don't go playing hero to find that guy. Or Franco, because this is what happens when you fall into a trap. You just keep doing everything you're doing and you're gonna be okay.
There was a minute when I wondered how okay I really am. I went behind Abby's back and I forced Tracy to set up some bogus business trip to get Abby out of town. And I even joked to Tracy about it. I said, maybe there's more Quartermain in me than you realized. Than I realized.
Thank you. What are you still doing here? This is not the time to flaunt that just because you're a Corinthos, you get VIP treatment to the PCPD.
Look, I don't know how my dad got you back on as his attorney, but I'm glad he did.
Michael, can you do something for me?
Yeah, anything.
Just go to Sam and tell her Alexis is working on getting me out of here, and if she wants to come down here, tell her not to. Just to stay home and just stay safe.
Okay.
Well, that was unsettling.
Okay, how soon do I get out?
Yeah. How about Mother's Day 6 months from now?
What?
Minimum.
What are you talking about? I gotta get out of here and stop him.
By him, I assume you mean Franco, and stop him, I assume means murder him?
You don't know what he did.
Then tell me, because I can't get you out of here unless you do. Story. There always is with you, so why don't you tell me something that I can use with the judge?
Franco ruined the honeymoon.
Bad Mexican food can ruin a honeymoon. Give me more.
Franco's here. Isn't that enough?
Not for a judge.
Well, what about Sam's mother? Franco's in Port Charles. I'm locked up. She's out there. If you don't think Franco's gonna hurt her...
I could hurt her. Why do you think I was so worried about her marrying you?
We don't have time for this,
really?
Alexis.
Well, it's not like you're going
Well,
anywhere.
I don't need you to make a point. I need you to get me out so I can protect Sam. She's gonna go after him to make him pay.
Oh, pay for what? Pay for what, Jason? Look, I'm trying to help you, and I'm very worried about my daughter.
Then get me out.
I can't get you out unless you tell me the whole story.
gotta go. I gotta go right now, actually.
Where, to shoot somebody?
It's a case I'm working on, Michael, and I've gotta go, and I've gotta go right now.
This is exactly what Jason doesn't want, Sam. He sent me to check on you. What are you doing? Franco's DVD for Jason, which I'm guessing you already watched.
Start talking.
Franco was in Hawaii when Sam and I were there.
I got that information. What else?
He was watching us.
What do you mean he was watching you? Did you see him? Was he in person?
He had cameras all over our place, and he was recording things.
I can't imagine how creepy that
You
must have
can't,
been.
and that's why I have to get out of here, because I'm afraid Sam's gonna try to handle things on her own, and we don't know what Franco's gonna do.
Okay, I'm on this, all right? I will do whatever I can to get you out. I will use whatever legal tactic I can think of. You need to get the police involved in this.
They're not gonna find him. He wants me to find him. That's the deal.
Do you have guards on her?
Yes, I do have
Stop,
guards.
Jason. Stop, all right? Just let me do my job.
So what was on the DVD?
Just more of the same. None of it really made any sense.
Okay, had to be more than that, or you wouldn't be armed, storming out the door. Which wouldn't be very smart, honestly.
I have to do something.
Look, I know that you're pissed off right now. Okay, I've been there. But you have to be smart, use your head, be patient. Make that the one thing you have going for you. Look, I was able to see Jason, okay? I talked to him.
You did? What did he say?
But I know why you two are so upset and why you want to make Franco pay so bad. It's about the rape. Does Franco talk about it in the DVD? You know what? Never mind. Doesn't matter what he has to say about me. He's just trying to mess with Jason. Look, I don't want you and Jason to tear yourselves up over this. I mean, I already have. I mean, he was eating me alive. I couldn't feel anything but hate, anger towards Carter, Franco, myself. Man, I was pissed off at the whole world for just going on like normal when I felt so different and damaged. Unfortunately for me, I had Abby. You know, she just grabbed me and held on, and she brought me back. You know, but I have Abby like you have Jason. Somebody that you feel that safe with, who can get you through anything. Did you watch the whole thing?
Yeah.
And?
And I was right. Just more of the same thing. Franco trying to taunt Jason.
Okay, well, it's a good thing we got to it first. That way, maybe we can avoid setting Jason off again.
Again.
Yeah, Floyd came to the PCPD. Said he was gonna mention me in an article he was writing about Jason. Saying I deserved to be back in prison, and then Jason went off. I've never seen him lose
Okay,
like that.
well, that proves that he should not see the DVD right now. I mean, my first instinct was to smash it into pieces, and I watched it because I thought maybe we were missing something, a clue, or...
There was nothing Jason can do about it when he's locked up.
Yeah, I know, and that's where I should be with my husband.
He doesn't want you at the PCPD. He wants you to stay here where it's safe.
What's safer than a police station?
I think he's afraid he's gonna go off again, this time in front of you. It's the anger thing. I mean, I had the same thing when I came out of my coma. But yeah, has he got examined since he's been out of the hospital?
No.
Oh, that's Abby. Hey, how's the business trip going?
So far, so good. Do you have time to talk?
Yeah, I met Sam. She's right here. We're actually just talking about you. I miss you.
Miss you too. Can't wait to get home and see you.
All right. And you. Just, give me a call after the meeting, okay? I want to hear how it went.
I will. You know what I was actually thinking? I mean, maybe if you have some time, you could fly out here and we could just spend a few...
Abby? Abby? Abby, what was that noise? Abby?
What's wrong?
I'm sorry, I know I shouldn't be bothering you right now.
It's okay, just tell me. What is it?
I need your help.
Abby, you okay?
Hey,
Abby?
what's going on?
No, she's... The call dropped.
Okay, take it easy. Calls drop all the time.
No, she was on the street. It was in a construction zone or something.
You should probably
going
hang
straight
up
to voicemail.
the phone if you want her to call you back, because you're not going to be able to get each other if you're both trying to
Right
call at
before the
same
call
time.
dropped, it sounded like there was a loud crash.
It feels strange coming to you after all this time. There's just no one else I can ask.
It's okay. What do you
And
need?
I'm sorry, this is not fair. I know you just got back from your honeymoon. You're being here held on some assault charges and
Okay,
I guess
Robin,
it's
just
connected to Frago. I don't even know.
just tell me. What do you need?
Can you help me disappear?
Abby, just call me when you get this, okay? I'm really worried.
Hey, come on. You can't go jump into the worst possible conclusion here.
I'm sure I heard some kind of a crash.
Okay, you said you just heard some kind of a crash. Doesn't mean there was a crash.
She should have called back by now.
There are a million reasons why she's not calling back right now.
Like she's seriously hurt?
Or she has no cell reception, or she might have dropped her phone and broke it. Do you have any of the numbers to any of the people that she was supposed to be meeting?
No, but I can probably get them from ELQ.
Okay, I'll help you. I'll help you. I can get that information right now.
You probably think I'm crazy.
No, I think you are in love, and yes, possibly overreacting a little bit.
I can't help it. When you're this connected to somebody, you just know when something's going on with them.
You want to disappear for how long?
For forever. Well, I mean, for however long that lasts.
But what about Patrick and Emma?
I'm doing this for them, for my family, for everyone who kept believing.
I don't understand what happened.
I don't know either. Jason, I don't even know where to start. I can't even think clearly right now.
Makes things a lot worse, doesn't it?
Yes, and you know that I'm not like this. I'm a planner. I see my options and I set my goals and I go after them. I do not come barging in on my friends when they're being held and unload all my problems on them.
Whatever's hurting you, I want to help.
It's gonna sound like a terrible thing to say, but I honestly thought everything would be better once Lisa was dead.
Are you worried about what happened on the boat?
I just don't want Patrick to blame himself, you know? And it's not his fault that she's psycho or that Anthony Zaccaro woke her up from a coma.
Are you sure it's Anthony?
Yes, and it was so petty and just completely pointless. I mean, he was mad at Patrick for not getting a chance to kill you.
And then she took the chance to go after you.
Yes. Lisa is very smart. I will give her that. She knew that Patrick would blame himself for whatever would happen to me. She knew my deepest, darkest fear.
I have never seen you like this.
She wanted to.
And Patrick said that there may be side effects, and I was thinking maybe that's why you were so angry.
I'm
Maybe you
angry,
could-
okay? I'm angry!
It is the ladies' honeymoon after all.
Jason, can you hear me? Jason? Hey, look at me. Well, how you hear me? Jason? I'm gonna call someone. Make sure that you're brought to the hospital right away. What just happened?
Nothing, I'm okay.
Did you hear me talking to you?
Just something you said made me think of Franco, and I just got distracted for
I was not
a second. I'm
distracted,
sorry.
Jason. Hey, I need you to look at me. Just look at me for a moment, please. I need to see your eyes. Look at me. Have you been having headaches since your surgery?
It's nothing bad.
Well, define bad.
I told you, it's Franco. I should have stopped him, and I didn't. I just get angry, and I try not to get angry, and it just takes over.
I understand. That's exactly what happened the night that Lisa died.
What does that mean?
She He chloroformed me and Patrick. She tied me up to a chair and him to the bed, and I woke up and there she was, with a needle. I thought she was going to inject me with poison like she did before, but no, she tied off my arm, took blood, and was going to inject it into Patrick so that we could share everything, including HIV.
She do it?
No. I got to her before she could, and we fought, and that is when I completely lost my mind. I took the needle and I went after her and I wanted to inject her with it. I wanted to hurt her with the virus, the one that Stone died of and the one that I have been fighting my entire life. It was just sick and wrong.
But she didn't do it.
No, how'd you know?
Because I know you.
I dropped the needle, but not for any noble reason. I wanted to kill her. I wanted to strangle her with my bare hands.
Is that why you want me to get you away?
You mean, did I kill Lisa?
Okay, and how long ago was that? Okay, if you hear from her, just tell her to give me a call, okay?
Hey, she never showed for the meeting?
She said she was 5 minutes away. That was a half an hour ago. I gotta go look for her.
Come on, all the way to Chicago.
I
You
can't just
do
sit
that.
here.
There are other ways to search.
Just forget it. You gotta focus on Franco's DVD.
No, that can wait until Jason's released from custody. We need to find Abby, okay?
What are you doing?
I have a number to the hospital that's close to where she was. Hi. Yes, can you tell me if, I'm looking for a friend that might have been admitted in the past hour or so. Abigail Haber. Late 20s, 5'7", and blonde.
And I want Lisa dead, right? She's done every single thing in her power to hurt me.
Is there something you need me to clean up?
No, it's too late. For a lot of things. You know, at first I didn't really understand what the point was of Lisa injecting Patrick with my blood. My viral load has been basically undetectable for years.
Okay, what do you mean? Has been. What about right now?
Do you remember on the bridge that night when I decided to go on the cocktail? Yeah, I mean, I knew even back then how important it was for me to take my meds every single day, and that's exactly what I did. I did it for me, and I did it for Stone because I got the chance that he didn't get.
What's your viral load right now?
The protocol hasn't worked for months.
Are you sure?
There's no real way to prove it, but I'm pretty sure that Lisa replaced my meds with placebos. It's only a matter of days before I build a resistance to the drugs.
When did you find this out?
The morning after Lisa died. But to be honest, I didn't believe it. I mean, how could these drugs that I've been taking for so long just suddenly start
They could
working,
just give you
right?
another prescription, right? That's what they're gonna do.
They already did do that. And it's not working.
You sure the new drugs aren't working? Maybe there hasn't been enough time.
My doctor gave me a resistance test. It shows which HIV meds you're resistant
Okay.
to. And,
What did your test show?
well, if you are resistant to a particular drug, that means it's useless. So I'm resistant to the protocol and also the backup.
But there's other drugs they can try, right?
I mean, they've already put me on the third regimen.
Okay, so how soon are you gonna find out if it works?
You sound like how I was with Stone. So optimistic, waiting for the time that the doctor would walk in and say, everything's gonna be okay, you're cured. But, Jason, that didn't happen.
Yeah, but they know so much more now than they do with Stone. You can get it back under control.
Or this could be the beginning of a very slow, long decline of trying all different kinds of meds and then them not working and then me getting weaker and... until I'm just ready. Stone said that once he accepted it, that it was peaceful. You know, it was like skating or gliding. But I can't think about that now. I have to think about Patrick, and I have to think about my little girl.
Five seven.
No,
Haver.
I'm checking.
Late 20s. Yes, of course, I'll hold.
Police hasn't contacted me. That's why I'm contacting you.
Yeah, I'm still here.
Nobody's contacting me.
Really? I mean, is there any way anyone can get that information to me?
Yes.
All right, I understand. Can I just have the number then? Thank you.
Look, could you just please check your emergency room records? Her name is Abigail Haver. She has blonde hair. She's really beautiful. Hold on, I have another call. Just please don't hang up on me, okay? Hey, you calling from Chicago? Yeah, this is Michael Corinthos. Where's Abby? Is she okay?
Hey, do you want me to talk to him?
How bad is she hurt? Do you know where they were taking her? Okay, thank you for calling.
What happened?
Construction worker.
Okay.
The load fell off a crane. Abby was right there.
Was she hit?
She was on the ground unconscious.
How did they know to call you?
He got my number off her cell phone. They took her away in an ambulance. I know the hospital. Chicago Mercy.
Okay. All right, well, let's go. We'll get plane tickets.
No, you have to stay here for Jason.
Are you kidding me? Jason would want me to take care of this with you. Let's go.
I got my old diary out, the one that I used to write in when Stone was dying. It's just crazy to think how those things could apply to me now.
You can't be sure you're dying.
Jason, I'm just so stupid. Just working so much, you know, not being with my family.
How much does Patrick know?
He doesn't know anything.
Robin, he's your husband.
But he will try to keep me optimistic. He will hang on to every new medicine, every last hope, and I just can't do that to him.
But when you marry somebody, you promise to stay with them for whatever comes.
I am not gonna put my family through the hell of false hope. We're gonna have one last amazing Christmas. One last beautiful memory for Emma and for Patrick. And then I need to disappear.
No chance.
She's talking about options. I remember when Stone was sick, I grew to hate that word. I mean, Alan, your dad, was so good to Stone, so kind to him, but whenever he would say options, I wanted to smack him.
You know, when I first met you, at that time, I didn't understand what sadness was. I couldn't, put a name with the feeling, and I would see your face, and then you told me about Stone, and that's really how I understood for the first time that sadness comes from loss.
It never really goes away. Kind of fades into the background sometimes, but it's always there.
So why would you want Emma and Patrick to feel that any sooner than they had to?
Because it's easier to lose someone suddenly. To not have to sit there and watch them die. I mean, as awful as it was, what happened to Jake, I mean, isn't it better that it happened that way instead of having him get sick and watching him slip away little by little?
I mean, I would have never wanted him to suffer. But I would have wanted any chance I could get with him, any time I could get. I would have just wanted to say goodbye.
I mean, I will say goodbye. I'll say it my own way. We'll have a wonderful Christmas, and it'll be about family, spending time together and love, and it won't be about presents. But then, I need to go. I need you to send me somewhere where no one can find me.
Please don't ask me to do this.
Jason, you are the only person in the world that understands why I need to leave. I need your help on this, please.
Sorry, I can't do it.
Except in the way that I really need.
Yeah, but disappearing, it's not fair to anybody.
What's fair about AIDS to begin with? What's fair about a 19-year-old boy having to die before he gets a chance to live? Or about a disease ravaging Africa, okay? I'm not thinking about what is fair. I'm thinking about what is best for my family.
You're what's best. Patrick and Emma need you with them.
Do you think that I want to leave right now? I am in love with my husband. I can't even believe that I found this most beautiful, brilliant man to agree to marry me. I mean, we're supposed to grow old
Well,
together.
you still could.
And my daughter, I mean, Emma, every time I look at her, my heart is just bursting with love. I mean, I don't even want to go to work. I don't want to leave her to go to work. You think I want to leave her forever?
Then don't leave, Robin.
Jason, I know what's coming. I have lived through it. I have lived through that with Stone.
But you're giving into fear right now. You're convincing yourself that there's no hope at all.
I can read my test results. The numbers are very
The
clear.
numbers can improve. You're not even giving your new meds a chance to work yet.
I know how horrible and annihilating it is to sit there and have to watch someone die, okay? I am not going to do that to my family.
Whatever you're going through, Patrick deserves to know.
Is that what you would want? I mean, if something was happening to her, if a disease was ravaging her body, if she was getting weaker all the time, you're honestly gonna sit there and tell me that you would want to watch that?
I wouldn't even have to think about it. I'd want to be with her through whatever happens.
How long were you just gonna sit here?
It hasn't been that long.
Every second counts. Abby needs me.
I know. And you have done everything humanly possible to make sure you get there, so just try and relax, okay?
How?
Ow.
Abby could be seriously hurt.
Welcome aboard Flight
Or worse.
327 non-stop service to Chicago. We'll be pushing back from the gate.
Thank God.
At this time, we ask
Hey, just so you know,
to
and make
securely
sure there's a car
fasten, and
service
all
ready for us when we
devices
land.
return to the off position.
I sent Abby to Chicago so she would be safe.
It was a good instinct.
If something happens to her, it'll be my fault.
Don't do that. You have done everything you can to protect her.
She has to be okay, Sam. I can't lose Abby. I can't.
You're the worst patient I've ever seen. It turns out I am too.
I mean, what about what Patrick wants?
What if it was you? Really,
Right.
what if you were the one that was sick and you were fading away little by little? You would want Sam to see that? No. I know you. You would get on your motorcycle, you would drive out of town, you'd find the nearest body of water, and you would walk right into it. I know it.
You don't think that Patrick's gonna blame himself if you disappear? Feel like he failed you because you couldn't tell him what was going on?
Just exhausted, Jason. I can't do this anymore.
Well, maybe
Just
you're
constant
tired
covering.
because you're trying to go through this by yourself.
I'm not by myself anymore. I have you. You're gonna help me through this.
Leaving is not a solution.
It's the right thing to do.
What about Emma?
And Emma, when my parents first disappeared, when I thought that they were dead. And of course, I missed them so much, but I remembered them in a good way. You know, my dad always making everything into a joke. My mom being the bravest, most beautiful woman I'd ever seen.
And you don't think Emma sees you that way? You want to take that away from her?
How could you give up Jake? I mean, how could you let someone else be his dad?
I mean, he didn't know that I was his father, but I was trying to do what was right for him.
Exactly. Jason, that's what I'm trying to
Yeah,
do.
no, but if you suddenly disappear, Patrick's gonna have to explain to Emma what happened and make it okay for her. You gotta stop shutting him out. And if you're not gonna tell him as your husband, you need to tell him as Emma's father.
I want her to remember the good things, you know? I want her to remember us waking up in the morning and making crepes and being in our PJs till noon. I don't want her to see me sick. It's kind of already happened.
When?
At Thanksgiving, I was so tired I could barely keep my eyes open and I had to leave the table. She was so disappointed. That's why Christmas has to be really special. It has to be a really good last memory for Patrick and for my little girl.
Do you remember a night on the bridge?
There were a lot of nights on the bridge.
Yeah, I mean, it was a night that you were really upset because a girl with AIDS had died.
Janetta.
And you told me that it was only a matter of time before it was you, and you didn't want to go through that. So we stood on the side. And we were holding hands. Do you remember what happened?
We didn't jump.
What if we had? What if we had? Think of all the things we would have missed. You never would have become a doctor. You never would have met Patrick. You never would have had your baby girl. It's too soon to jump.
You're unthinkable, right? After everything Abby went through with that bastard Brandon knocking her around. To be in a situation where she can get hurt the same way again.
No. Don't think like that. Michael, you've got to try and stay calm.
She was supposed to be safe in Chicago. What if we're too late?
Well, I mean, she's a really strong woman. She knows how to take care of herself.
So if something happens to her, I have no idea what I'm gonna do. Probably go after the nearest doctor that I see. Like Jason did to Floyd. That was strange, right? Usually when a cop or somebody like that gets in Jason's face, he just shuts down usually, but I thought he was gonna kill Floyd.
Yeah, well, thank God he didn't, because we have enough to deal with right now.
Do you think maybe these rage attacks have something to do with the surgery? Like their side effects or something?
I've been meaning to ask you something about the bridge.
Yeah?
Are you the one that donated the money?
Yes, I am.
Why?
Because I missed it.
Me too. Have you been out there?
Yeah, a couple times.
So what do you think?
I think it sucks.
That's exactly what I thought. You know, next time you donate money, you have to give them a detailed description of exactly what you want built.
Yeah, maybe it's better this way, you know, you can't bring back something that's gone.
That's true. But you can remember it. You can be very grateful for what you had.
You know, what I learned from you, it changed my life.
Me too. After Stone died, I thought my life was over. I was on the bridge, and then there you were. The guy with no past, and the girl with no future.
Come on, you have a future.
It really was because of you that I was able to move on. I mean, even though we didn't work out, you'll always be my friend. And because of you, I was able to believe that I could find love again, and I did. I found Patrick, you know, love of my life.
If you mean that, and if you really love him, you need to give him the chance to know what's going on.
If you don't agree with me, I mean, you clearly don't. I need you to respect my decision and not say anything to Patrick.
I won't say anything to Patrick.
Thank you.
You need to be the one who says something to Patrick.
Jason. Robin, what are you doing here? Where's Alexis?
I imagine trying to get Jason released.
Don't tell me you're here whining about the mess you're in over the Lisa Niles murder.
Carly, stop. Come
No,
on,
you have
just-
more important things to deal with right now, Jason.
Having to do with you, I'm sure.
No, Robin, you're wrong. I'm trying to protect my daughter.
While you're visiting Jason and your daughter's at home with what, the nanny and the bodyguard?
Are you that caught up in your own drama you don't know what's going on? Franco's back.
Yeah, I do know that, actually, and Garrett Floyd was giving Jason grief, and that's why he got so upset, and that's why he's here.
Well, you know
Clearly
what?
your presence is not
Franco
helping.
is sending my
Carly,
daughter
you
threatening
don't have to yell
messages.
at me.
Okay, this man wants to be a daddy.
Okay,
Is that
can you
serious
just
enough
calm
for you?
down?
He wants my You okay?
Yeah, I'm fine.
I'm not fine.
I don't want to hear the two of you fight. That's all.
Okay, I'm sorry.
That's it.
I get it. I'm
Yeah.
sorry.
Okay.
Is that what happened with the mayor, ex-mayor? You blew up at him like that?
Yeah, pretty much.
I mean, I haven't seen you lose your temper like
Yeah, I
that
just
in
got a lot
years.
going on right now. You know.
I'm sorry, I know. My visit probably didn't help much.
I'm glad you came to see me.
If you want to help, ask Matt to let Jason out of
Alexis
here.
is working on getting me out of here, Carly.
Are you having any other symptoms? Blurred vision, headaches, anything like that?
Why? Oh. Is there something wrong with the surgery?
Nothing's wrong.
Have you been back for checkup since you got back from Hawaii?
No, I've been busy.
Come on. I know you hate hospitals. I know you avoid them like the plague.
Yeah, that too.
Okay, Jason, you got to go in for the checkup. That's how we know you're okay.
I hope you're listening, because for the first time, Carly and I are in agreement. You have to call Patrick. Please call him. Make an appointment. Don't blow it off.
You're the one who needs to talk to Patrick.
Call him.
All right, that's a lot. That was about a lot more than a checkup. What's going on?
Robin needed to talk.
And she picks now to talk to you? I mean, she calls me selfish. What the?
Stop! Don't start.
It just never
please.
ceases to amaze me how she's so
just
thankful.
asked you not to start.
Okay, I'm sorry. Calm down. Jeez. I'm worried, all right? I'm worried. This whole checkup thing has me freaked out.
She's a doctor. That's her job.
Come on. I've seen you lose it 3 or 4 times lately. And it's not over me and Robin fighting because we do it all the time. What the hell is going on? You didn't answer Robin's question. Are you having headaches?
It's nothing serious.
How do you know?
Because when I had my seizure and my blackouts, it felt like someone was sticking an ice pick through my forehead, and it doesn't feel that way right now, so I'm fine.
No, you're not. I have watched you be interrogated by the police. I have seen a lawyer hammer you on the witness stand, and you do nothing. You don't even react at all. Why would you lose it with a guy like Garrett
I
Floyd?
don't know. I shouldn't have.
That's not an answer.
That's my answer.
I'm scared, okay? I'm scared. Franco is sending Jocelyn messages and little baby dolls. It is clear that he is fixated on
I don't think
her.
so. I'm trying to get Franco right now. Alexis is trying to get me released.
You're not yourself, Jason. I mean, did something happen with the surgery?
All I did was miss a checkup.
And then what?
Then what? I don't know what. Carly, I'm angry. What do you want me to say? Sam and I got married. I thought I could give her just a little bit of happiness.
Okay, are you and Sam having problems?
But my problem is Franco.
That's not it, Jason, or Sam would be here.
I don't want Sam here. I want her at home. With Michael.
Michael? Why is Michael in this?
Because Franco spray painted something new in the alley at Jake's. And Michael showed up with Sam, and then Mayor Floyd came in, and that's when this whole thing
I don't
just
want
went
Michael
down.
involved with anything that has to do with Franco. He has suffered enough from that freak.
Michael is safe at the pet house. Okay? You have nothing to worry about.
We'll be making our final descent into Chicago in just a few minutes. Please make sure your seatbelts are securely
Everything's
fastened
gonna be
and all
fine.
tray tables and seatbacks are in the upright
Abby is gonna be fine. And you have to believe that.
Franco had cameras all over the place. When you got dizzy in the shower, he was the one who caught you.
How long are you gonna play games? I would have thought that you saw it instantly. See what? We're the same. I'm not like everyone else.
Woman on the phone said 491. What?
This is 491. If this is a mistake,
It has to be.
Abby can't be in there. She's not in there.
We'll ask someone, okay? Come on.
With every penny of the sizable bill, you just keep nagging me out of it, all right? You're released. Hello? Jason? I just said you were released. Did you hear what I just said?
Yeah, you said it's done.
I said it was done.
Okay, so let's get out of here. Let's go.
Not so fast.
Wait.
No.
You don't know that it's her.
We're too late.
Michael. Oh, God.
Why are you stalling me?
Because I'm worried about
Well,
you.
I'm worried about Sam.
You cannot go out there and kill Franco.
So what do? Nothing
You
about
go
this?
home and you take care of my daughter.
I failed her already, Alexis.
Is that what she thinks?
I
She thinks so?
Yeah, I know so.
If you go out there and take care of Franco and not let the police do it, Franco wins. Is that what you want? Then you have violence staining your life all over again.
It already has.
What does that mean? You keep talking in circles. After everything I know about you and Sonny and what you've done, what could possibly be so awful that you won't tell me now? Getting it out of you. There, you're free. You tell me what you're keeping from me.
Nothing.
You married my daughter. Whether you like it or not, that affects me.
No, I'm the one who affected me, my past, and everything
Then
else
you
I've
shouldn't
done.
have married her, Jason, in the first place. Tell me what is How did you get in here?
This isn't the end of it, Morgan. Alexis may have pulled a fast one, but we're not done.
This is not a good time.
Your front page news, Morgan. You and that little psycho freak that you dragged into the life of this town, into your marriage. How the hell can you defend this guy?
I'm gonna say it one time, you get out of my
Jason.
way.
Or what?
You're doing this on purpose. I just had a discussion with the judge about how you're trying to provoke him. I know what you're doing.
Or just stop embarrassing yourself. Come on. Go ahead. Come at me.
Damn it, Garrett! Get out, and we're not done. Go! Go!
You okay?
So why'd you come back here?
Sam and Michael?
What about
I
it?
went to the penthouse and they're gone. And they must have left in a hurry because the door was wide open.
Did you try the cell phones?
They're not answering, and I found this.
I spoke to a nurse at the front desk.
What'd she say?
I'm so sorry, Michael. They did everything they could to save her. I'm so sorry.
And we met through you. She was your friend?
I know. She shouldn't be gone. You know, it's wrong. In 1 minute you can have everything, and in the next minute, it's gone. And it's wrong. It's so wrong.
Why couldn't they save her?
The nurse said they did everything they could. puts you in the wrong place at the wrong time.
Except fate didn't put Abby underneath that crane. I did.
Michael, he and Sam are okay.
Where are they?
They're in Chicago.
What, Chicago?
Abby was in some kind of an accident and they couldn't get details, so they just hopped on a plane and went to Chicago.
Well, I guess it's better that Sam's with Michael away from all this.
You didn't answer my question earlier. Are you okay?
Did you watch this?
No. I have no idea what's on it. Do you?
No, I have no idea.
Okay, look, if that has anything to do with Jocelyn or Michael, you have
Yeah,
to
I'll
tell
let you
me.
know.
Wait a second.
What?
What do you always tell me? You tell me to count to 10. That's what I want you to do. I want you to count to 10. I don't know what's going on with you, but something's up. I'm here if you need me, okay?
Thank you. Hey, Robin, it's me. I got released. Listen, I know that you're not okay, but I'm here for whatever you need.
It wasn't your fault.
I was on the phone with Abby. She wasn't paying attention. I distracted her.
No, you couldn't possibly have known.
I'm the one who got her sent to Chicago. Made that deal with Tracy to get her out of Port Charles. Away from that bastard that was beating up her friends. I sent her out of town to be safe, and I ended up killing her instead.
She wanted to be here. She was excited. She was happy.
She was all prepped for her meeting. She was ready to use all her paralegal skills. Just a lot of people around, a lot of noises. She said she was doing Christmas shopping. She bought me a gift. Said I should take some days off work to come by and see her. Then heard a loud crash and the phone went dead. Maybe if I got off the phone with her sooner, she...
No, you can't do that. There's 100 ifs, 1,000 ifs. It's not gonna lead you anywhere.
Sure it will. They led me here where Abby died. Because of me.
I see you. Figuratively. The portrait of rage.
Michael, don't do this to yourself.
If I had gotten off the phone sooner,
You can go over every second of every moment. It's not gonna bring her back.
me and Abby used to talk about being alone. And how glad we are that we found each other. I told her that I loved her, that I'd never leave her. But in the end, I did. I never even got to tell her goodbye.
She knew you loved her.
I did.
That doesn't have to change.
Except now it doesn't have any place to go.
A still life in cement. The broad strokes of hurt with carefully shaded tones of tortured inertia. Go on. Give us a smile. I can't be positive, but I'm guessing congratulations are in order by now. I'm just honored to have been allowed to be part of the team. Now, I know one child can never replace another, but I believe we have a achieved the ultimate in conceptual art. We're gonna be a daddy.
I don't want to be like this.
It's okay, Michael. You just lost someone you love.
No, I need to keep it together. I need to be strong.
I think it's better that you let it out. Because if you keep it bottled up, it's just gonna eat away at you.
Gracious greetings to the newlyweds. I hope I'm not interrupting. What happened? Was there a break-in or a confrontation of sorts?
No, it was me.
Well, that's most unexpected.
It keeps happening, you know. I get all this anger and I'm trying to shut it down. It just keeps getting worse. So I don't know what's happening to me. Stuff like this happened all the time after my accident. I had no control, and when I got mad, I acted out. It's actually how I met Sonny.
I didn't know that.
Yeah, it was the first night I was at the hospital. It was at Luke's old club, and AJ dragged me along, and I just completely lost it. I started yelling, and I flipped a table, and you know, everybody was quiet and looked at me like I was some kind of freak. I was outside, and that's when Sonny came out and gave me money for a cab to get home.
I was very generous.
He wasn't afraid of me. You know, he didn't act like getting mad was proof that I was brain damaged. He said he got angry like that all the time.
I always assumed that Mr. Sir was the more volatile of you two, but I mean, it explains why he showed you such acceptance.
See, but getting emotional, you make mistakes, and you make mistakes, you get killed, so it's like I had to train myself to totally shut down. It just doesn't work anymore. You know, I can't detach. I can't even think.
Oh, Stone Cold, you seem pretty rational.
Yeah,
right
but
now.
how long was I staring at that symbol Franco painted? I mean, how easy was that? It was a circle. Go back to the beginning.
Look, the jackal, I mean, yes, I'm by no means an experienced cryptographer, but I couldn't decipher it either.
Yeah, but that wasn't for you to figure out, Spinelli. It was for me to figure out, and by the time I did, the mayor was in my face. I know the guy's not a threat. He loves to hear himself talk. Why did I jump him?
Do you remember the moment? Do you remember what led you to the violence?
Yeah, he said he was going to run a story on Franco, and I wanted to shut him up, and I didn't think, and I grabbed him. And the same thing happened to the PCPD. He said he was going to run a story on Michael. I wanted to shut him up. I grabbed him, and I slammed him on a table.
Yeah, that perhaps was inadvisable.
It was stupid. I got myself locked up. I left Sam all alone. I almost left her unprotected again.
I should be able to keep it together.
Why? Because you're a man? You are allowed to be upset. You're human, Michael. You just lost the person who is closest to you. You're allowed to feel. I mean, grieve, get angry.
I am angry. At myself. It's my fault Abby's dead.
You've got to stop talking like that.
Oh, why? It's not the first time I'm responsible for somebody else's death.
What are you talking about? If you're talking about what happened with Claudia, this is completely different. What happened with
I hurt people. That's what I do. I killed my stepmother, and now I kill the one person, the only person in my life who understood me and accepted me for who I am.
Or purposely hurt Abby. You were only trying to protect her.
Anybody who gets close to me gets hurt or killed. I'm just like my father.
No, you are nothing like your father. You are your own person, Michael, and you're grieving a terrible loss. Things happen. I mean, this is life. Bad things happen all the time. You've got to stop looking for a pattern or people to blame, especially yourself.
I gotta get the phone number of Abby's family. They need to know what happened. What I did.
Everything's gonna be okay.
Stone Cold has often aided me when I've been hopelessly confused. Maybe I can do the same for you.
I don't know what you can do.
Well, perhaps we should retrace your steps, as it were, you know? What's the first time you remember significantly losing control?
It's Hawaii.
Okay. Before or after Franco made his appearance?
Who's after?
And the other incidents, are they likewise connected to Franco?
Yeah.
Then it would seem that Franco's the trigger, although there's a flaw in that hypothesis because, I mean, despite any emotional trauma you suffered from previous skirmishes, you were able to shut down, as you put it.
I know, but that's the that's a strange thing because I never minded being shot at or having my life on the line because in those situations everything became very simple and clear to me and I didn't have to think about it. I knew exactly what to do. Just, I didn't realize that I could lose that. Oh, no, I get so confused and every mistake I make hurts somebody I love.
It's as if a superhero who was grounded.
What?
Well, a superhero who has the power to fly. For whatever reason, he loses that, right? But yet he still expects it of himself. He knows he can fly. He wants to fly. But for whatever reason, he remains grounded.
I know you're trying to help, but I really don't know anything about superheroes.
Your power, as you describe it, is to detach. But for whatever reason, it is failing you in this encounter. So we need to figure out why this encounter is different from the others.
I don't know.
Perhaps your opponent has found ways to exploit your weaknesses, push your buttons. Or maybe it's the simple yet powerful bond of matrimony which has left you more vulnerable. I mean, after all, it was on your honeymoon that
Just stop with the honeymoon, okay?
Deepest apologies.
I'm sorry, I didn't mean to unload like this on you.
Isn't that a linchpin of friendship? You know, the mutual trust which enables us to confide, forgive.
You're a good friend to me, Spinelli. And I trust you. I just can't trust myself.
Miss Haver? Hi, my name is Michael Corinthos. I was your daughter's friend. Oh, I'm not her friend. I was in love with her. Look, there was an accident. And Abby, she didn't make it. She's gone. Yeah, she's dead. I'm so sorry. No, I don't expect you to. I don't want any money. I'm just letting you. Okay, don't worry. I won't bother you again.
How'd it go?
I knew Abby and her mom weren't close. Turns out they haven't talked in years. She said she's not surprised that Abby died. Had come to no good. Those were her exact words. She thought I was calling to get money for the funeral.
Oh, Michael, I'm sorry. That's awful.
She said not to even try to contact her father, so the guy took off before she was born.
Hey, don't worry, though. We'll take care of everything. Abby's gonna know that she was loved.
I mean, how can a mother not care about her own child like that? I mean, how can she not love her? Who cares who the father is?
You can't.
Hey.
Hi. I didn't think you were gonna be home. I was just gonna leave you a message. How'd you get out?
Yeah, Alexis was able to get the charges dropped. How's Abby?
She's gone. Jason.
They weren't able to save her.
How's Michael?
Well, he's blaming himself, and he won't listen to me when I say that it's not his fault. He didn't even get to say goodbye.
We tried so hard to get here in time. We were just too late.
Okay, I'm gonna try to get a flight out tonight. Somebody's here. I gotta go. I love you.
I love you too.
I know it's late. I'm sorry.
It's okay. Come on in. What's going on?
Robin said that she saw you at the jail, and she's worried. Quite frankly, I am too.
I'm fine.
Well, you have missed your checkup after surgery, and you haven't rescheduled.
I've been busy.
Yeah, I know. You just got back from the honeymoon, but still, it's not something you should skip, Jason. Really, it's important. And now, this jail thing.
It was nothing. The charges were dropped.
Well, that's a relief. Did you do all this? Because, Jason, these bouts of anger that you've had lately, it's just not you.
Just leave it alone.
I just talked to Jason. He's out of lockup, and he's gonna get here as quick as he can.
No, he doesn't have to.
He wants to be with you, Michael.
I have people lined up to help me. Abby's own mother doesn't care that she died.
I don't know. I kind of don't think it's fair of us to judge Abby's mother right now. We don't know the circumstances she was going through when Abby was born. And if her father is this terrible person...
That is still no excuse to turn your back on your kid. It's crazy to me. My mom and my dad used to fight all the time, and hell, sometimes they hated each other. But my mom would never turn her back on one of her kids. I just don't understand people like that, I guess. You okay?
I'm sorry. I was just thinking about something, and it's not fair because this is about you. This isn't about me.
No, hey, Abby was your friend, too. You're probably dealing with your own pain. Really, Sam, it's okay. I unloaded on you. You can unload on me. Sam, it's okay.
Sorry.
Well, I know that you're under a lot of pressure, but... And I also know that I don't carry a lot of weight as a mother, but as a doctor, Jason, I've got to really insist that you go for that checkup. It is so important. Look, I have the name of a specialist. He's already talked to Patrick about your case. Would you please give him a call?
I'm so sorry. Just give me a minute, please.
Look, this isn't just about Abby, is it? There's something else going on.
No, it is about Abby. It's about Abby and all of her girlfriends and everything that they went through with that guy having to jump them. I wanted to help them because I could not help myself.
Who was it? Sam, tell me who hurt you.
When I was in Hawaii with Jason, it was Franco. He raped me.